What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky Quickie, we're taking a look at something new from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and it is actually a Power Rangers / Street Fighter crossover. And this is the Morphed Ryu Crimson Hawk Ranger. Now, also, something different from this is that this is my first figure in totally enclosed packaging. No more windows, at least to this point. So you do have Ryu here in his morphed form on his normal kind of Street Fighter stage. Do have a nice little cutout here, a modern version of Ryu. Come around here, get a nice shot of it there. Come around to the back, you got some kind of action pose there, and then all the crap that comes in the box, which I guess you can't see because I haven't rigged the camera up. Here we go. And yeah, like that. And what do we got over here? Ooh, okay, nice drawn version of the character there. And for those who don't know, this was from a singular kind of web series or web movie initially, and then it eventually made it into, I think, Heroes of the Grid. I'm not exactly sure which game that it came from, but they started adding in the Street Fighter characters with their own unique morphing abilities. And also have the Chun-Li we'll be looking at next time. And eventually, when it comes out, the Ken. So, let's go ahead and get this open. I don't know where to start. Okay, I got a tab here. I don't like to tear open the top if I can affect it, because then I can still get a decent shot of the bottom. There we go. And like I said, this is my first experience with Hasbro's new no plastic packaging. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the figure fell like he was over here. Like, supposed to be tucked away up in there like that. And then, useless piece of paper. Seriously though, this is unnecessary. This is just repeating some stuff that's on the box. Okay, so I guess just, he was already out. Just pull him out anyways. And then pull out all of his accessories and parts and stuff here. Kind of just flatten this and get it out of the way. Yes, okay. And, well, that's that. Okay. Apparently this is the way that they're going with everything. Alright, so this is like kind of wax paper. Interesting. Got Street Fighter characters with their power coins and stuff. Alright, let's see. See, my worry is that without having rigid packaging, that you might ship things, and just because they're thrown in a little bag, they might get damaged. Like this last effect part doesn't want to come out. Okay. Huh, okay, little display base there. Okay, so big old kind of Hadouken, you know, orange Hadouken. I got all my lights turned on. Yeah, okay. So that's a hefty part. It does have a hole right there. Let's see, we have this base piece. It does have a kink in it. I thought that was damage, but apparently it's real. Okay, let's just go ahead and assemble that. Like so. Now, in theory, you can rotate that. It's not locked in. Okay, and I've got two fist hands here. At least they're new. They don't just look like the normal ones we get. We get a hawk, a Crimson Hawk fire attack. I don't know what that is. And then I believe this is meant to go on one's foot, not fist. So, interesting. Okay. Yeah, the one thing that would have been nice was instructions. Okay, so let's get this all out of the way. Actually, we're going to go ahead and I want to put this on here. I'm excited to have a fireball on a stick. Okay, and it does have foot pegs, so I guess you can position around it. Let's see here. There it goes. Okay. Plug that back in. Okay, so Hadouken stand. Hadouken. Alright. So, first time seeing the Ranger. Like Christmas morning here. Okay. Okay, well, his feet are a bit wonky. Alright. There we go. I guess they probably did that just for storage sake. Good God. Okay. Giving him a once over because, you know, given that this is a new figure, I want to make sure the QC is well done. We'll say those stripes don't line up. Hips are a little locked. Let's see here. I think one thing that's a little weird is the inconsistency of the gold. Like, you've got this very bright gold kind of plastic here, but then you have the darker gold on top, even up here. And then you got the darker gold going along there on the wrist. How did they do this one? Let me see. I think it's all white. I think that this is all white and they painted all this. That's cool. His morpher and everything looks really good. Let me zoom in here. Come on, zoom. Yeah, so that's his Crimson Falcon coin and morpher. I like the belt. It looks cool. Interesting, like, color change. So he's white here, but then a darker color through here. Not entirely certain why. I guess this is roughly the color of his gi, but I don't know why his arms would change to white. But then his boots are also like pure white. These are normal Power Ranger boots, by the way. That's nothing new. These arms, though, I don't have anybody who's got a cuff here, so that might be a new chunk of mold. The rest of the body buck's going to be the same regardless, and you do have the normal ball joint mounted head and then into the neck. You can do all that. He does keep his bandana. I love it. And you can see the gold on top of it, which looks weird, I guess. I don't know. Something about it looks weird. It's fine, but it just looks weird. And the kind of green / white Ranger type chest shield, it's not bad. Definitely could be worse. Let's see here. Does butterflies work? They do now. Okay. Shoulders up. Okay. Bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow works, and then he can wave at you. Hi. Hi, my name is Ryu. Okay. That's good. And we have the bald pegs of justice in his chest, along with the ab crunch of doom, like you do. But that's always been an issue, is that they always make the characters look like they have a super long torso and then stubby legs. So, like, that's always been an issue, especially with characters like this. Alright, so he does look like he's got stubby legs. Got powerful legs, but stubby. Okay, so he can do the splits. He does have the drop down hips. And do rotate the thighs, which is annoying because if you do it, you miss one side or the other. Double jointed knee. Let me see if I can get that top joint. There we go. For that much movement. Rotation. And then the feet, clickety click. I mean, from here down, it's normal Power Ranger leg. Actually, pretty much the legs are just regular Power Ranger legs. Nothing new going on there. Although you'd think for Ryu, like, being how bulky the dude is, you could give him a little bit more, you know, bulk, for that matter. Okay, I have no idea. I think this is meant to go, because it's got a flat spot, and it looks like it's shaped like a foot. So I'm assuming that this becomes a foot effect part, like so. And he's kicking, you know. I don't know the actual poses from the game. It would be useful to look up. But yeah, he could do that. See, he needs a little bit more. There we go. I'm surprised he doesn't have like the Shoryuken. But that would be Ken, I guess. Probably comes with that. Come on. Come on. Just trying to get him to balance just a hair on that foot. There we go. That's a good shot. Let's get a picture of that. Excellent. Okay. What else we got here? Let's see. Alright, so he has the Hadouken on a stand. So how do I... See, here's the problem, is that there's so much going on here that I don't know that he can even do the proper Hadouken pose. So, like, that's about as close as I think it'll get. Could be wrong. It's either a Hadouken or he's worshipping Namor. One of those. Okay, so let's bring this in. Turn that around. Like so. And we'll put his heel here. Bend at the knee. Kick up the foot. Something like that. I don't like that. Oh, okay, that is posable. My bad. I mean, that's kind of weak. Kind of weak sauce there, bud. And like, because this is sitting flat, it's a little weird. Let me see. Let me turn this around. Give myself a little bit more budging room here. That's better. Okay. Something like that. So he's leaning into it, to the standing up square. So like that's the hard part, is that he doesn't have enough room to put his hands together to make the Hadouken. Yeah, it looks like the best they have it is like one arm out and just sort of half-ass like waving at it. It's just like, this is my Hadouken, like this. I mean, it'd be nice if his toes would work that way. Like if I could plant the toe instead of the heel to get this shot. You know? But I guess it works. Also, like, his Hadouken is not orange, right? Am I wrong? Isn't his Hadouken meant to be blue? Let's give him a fireball attack. There we go. That's how we do live photography. The one thing I'm really confused about here is, what am I meant to do with this? It doesn't have like a spot for anything to plug into. Like, it's not like it could sit there. So what am I meant to do with this? Also, I think he's also meant to shoot this, because it does look pretty much like it's flying forward, and it's definitely like a tail end of an energy burst. And I'm not sure. Let me look something up. Okay, so two things. You don't have to be planted on this. The only reason I did it was just so that, I could, I still want it to be in a decent Hadouken pose. So you can, like, move the Hadouken out a little bit. And you can mount the Falcon thing. I just couldn't see it. It's right there. And so you can have it launch like this, although it looks kind of dumb I guess it's okay. Especially when I add some orange power flight to it. And the other thing is that, you know, I put this on his foot because it made the most amount of sense to be like a kicking effect. But apparently it's actually meant as a Shoryuken, and I was wrong. So, let's pull a hand off here. Alright. Oh, got some paint rub there. Okay, and then you can just kind of squish the fist up in here and I guess twist it a little like so. Raise the knee like you're doing that. I'm going to swap out before. So we've done the flashy hands. Okay. So let me get these hands out of here. Sorry for the audio dip there. That was my fault. There we go. Go add the rest of the fist here. And if you have like a Tamashii display base or something where you can have like the claw arms, like you could totally get him doing the Shoryuken like this. So one thing is you got to really kind of tuck the leg up or else it looks a little weird. Can I get him to balance again? Don't know. Hold on. Yeah, so you can actually get that. Like, come down, tilt it up. That works. You know, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any other Power Rangers handy at the moment. They're all back on their shelves over there. But I will have Chun-Li next time, so we can at least compare the two initial Rangers from this section. So I feel like that bicep is like super weak now. He's like, I gotta punch. So it's an interesting new take on a Ranger. It is, like, because rarely do we get new versions of Rangers. Like, it's really not that often, let alone crossovers that are cool. And apparently I just found out that they're doing another TMNT crossover in the comics pretty soon, and one of the old favorites that didn't get powers last time will be this time. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so let's get him in a more kind of imposing thing. Let's get his... There we go. Get the bandana going. I need to look up the proper pose. So I mean, he's got as much posability as any normal Ranger. You know, a few things here and there are limited by the design. Like, you can't do a proper Hadouken because you just can't cross the arms over. Like, it might have got close with the exception of the shield being in the way. I like that it gives you the appropriate hands. You get his punching hands, and they are gloved because he wears gloves. The actual like Falcon energy thing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but somewhat pointless in my opinion. But you know, it's a neat effect. I might actually like get a shot of it like from over here and like just, you know, trim it out. I can do some interesting photography here with this, I think, because of the effect parts. And then Chun-Li definitely has some cool stuff going on too. But that's going to be it for this review, guys. Hope you liked it. Make sure you check out all the rest of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection reviews. There's quite a few, and even more coming months and months early. So thanks for that, Hasbro. All right, I will see you on the next one, guys. Remember, as always, keep on nerding.